This is part 2 of the 24-hour winter hammock adventure. If you haven't seen part 1, head on back over there. You missed a bunch. Everything looks good. Actually looks like the fire is completely gone. But, oh well. And there's my rocks. Alrighty. So, got our dirty water. Set this off this side. Go ahead and use. Don't quite need that. Use the bigger pot to process this water. I could have actually filled 2 9-jug bottles up. I mean, it's fairly clear. It's not bad, but it's the things that you can't see that get you. I have had, just be straight up, tell everybody, I have had dysentery before. It is not something that is pleasurable. When I was younger, I went on a mission trip with my church to Honduras. And, oh man, stick fell. See, we got some hot coals. I should be able to bring that back to life. Back to my story. In my teens, I went on a mission trip. I actually been on 2 mission trips when I was younger. I went to Honduras and spent, I think, 2 weeks there. I can't exactly remember. I think it was 2 weeks. We helped build a church and helped build a school, I do believe. And I've been to Haiti and spent 2 weeks there. And pretty much same thing there. You know, just helped out in general. Whenever I was in Haiti, it was right after they had their I don't even know what it was called. But it was a big ordeal. There was armed troops everywhere. I don't know if it, I mean, that country's just had nothing but problems. Ooh, I might have to back off from this fire a little bit. But yeah, they are just a country that's been plagued. Just one thing after another, you know. They were never in good shape before they got hit with that earthquake, and that just devastated them. I mean, it was bad. But back to my original story. Sorry, squirrel moment. In Honduras, a group of us. See, Honduras was weird. Down there, like where Haiti was, you had, I mean, everybody was just poor. I mean, when I'm saying poor, I mean their houses were made out of sticks. And you could see through, standing on the outside, through one wall, completely through, and through the other wall. I mean, they took turns sleeping because they were so small, you know, families did. There wasn't enough room for everybody to sleep all night, so they actually had to take turns sleeping. That's how bad, you know, it was down there. Where Honduras, on the other hand, you were either really rich or really poor. There was no middle class. None whatsoever. So it was a really weird environment where there were restaurants in town and everything. I mean, you've seen people driving around sports vehicles and everything else, but as soon as you got outside of town, it was huts and small, I mean, just people living in dire conditions. I mean, honestly, really bad conditions. And you didn't even have electricity all day or anything. Where we stayed at was kind of like a compound house where everybody stayed in town. And then we would leave from there and go to whatever city that we were trying to help out at that time. And we brought all our water with us because the water is bad down there. I mean, really bad. And like bad enough to get you sick, which were how we found out. Any fruits you bought, you had to wash with, anything you ate down there. We had to be extremely careful. You had to wash everything with like a diluted bleach solution. It was that bad. Anyhow, a group of us ended up getting dysentery, and we could not figure out how. Like I said, in town there was restaurants, there was things like that. So we would go out and work all day. We would have lunch. We would take our lunches. We'd come back, eat lunch, at the compound. But in the evening, we were allowed to go into the town as groups for safety and be able to eat at a restaurant and different things. And one thing that was popular amongst everybody was actually I do believe they actually had a McDonald's, they had a Wendy's, I think it was. Well, in the evening, everybody would go to, one of those fast food restaurants and get something to eat. But everybody was getting a pop to go with it, too. And they would tell us, the pop's safe. Next thing you know, a whole lot of us are sick. The pop was safe. The food was safe. The ice they used to make the ice in the soda drinks wasn't safe. That was actually tap water that they were getting ice from. So we all got dysentery from the ice in the drinks. You want to talk about miserable. That was miserable. But yeah, that's my experience with dysentery. Fire pit's working out pretty good. Good enough for what I need. And that's something else I can do too. I can heat up some water, get it good and hot, pour in that Nalgene bottle, and then if I have to, wrap it up in a smog that I have and be able to actually hold on to that. Help give me some added heat if I need to. So that's an option too if I need to increase my heat in any way. Honestly, I think I'll be okay. I mean, I might be wrong. But I think I'll be alright. This weekend's kind of a rough weekend for me as it is. Anniversary of my brother's passing is this weekend. It'll be 3 years. And it's always a hard week for me. Up until his passing, I never really lost anybody that close to me. Alright, guys. So, if you notice, things got pretty black on me. Gremlin number 2 decided it was going to show its face. And, instead of going on and on about what happened and everything, so hopefully you're seeing this video and I didn't just lose everything and waste the whole day filming nothing. I mean, that would truly be a nightmare. I have this light on here, but man, this thing is freaking bright. That's without it. I don't think I'm gonna have much of a choice other than it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. This thing crazy freaking bright. I can't even point it toward myself. You can see behind me and everything, but yeah, it's too bright. Yeah, it's way too freaking bright. It's blinding the crap out of me. Anyhow, missed a lot. Pretty much had to continue going. Cold weather did move in. The wind stopped. There is absolutely no wind right now. The moon is up. It's probably about 11 o'clock at night. I managed to get some wood cut, some larger logs and everything to help with the fire and everything. Fire's helping keeping me warm. It's about 30 degrees. It's actually dropped down into the 30s. It's a very clear night, and it's supposed to get even colder. So, doing all right. I got my layers on, so like I said, I have a wool shirt I put on, and then I put my coat on. So, all in all, I ain't doing too bad. My feet are a little bit cold. I think my feet might have sweated a little bit, and these socks might be a little damp, so it's making me a little cold. But before I go to bed, I got another pair of socks. I'll go ahead and change into those, and that should help while I'm sleeping. That should help a lot. But I am pretty much starving. I got a nice hot bed of coals, and I'm gonna cook me some dinner. I wanted to wait to eat right before I went to bed to help keep me warm and everything. It sucks. I hate that lost all that footage. It sucks. It's just the way it goes, though. Live and learn. Definitely another chalking it up on the experiences and learning what to do, what not to do, what trust, what not trust, what gear I need to improve on. That's the biggest thing right now is what gear I need to improve on. But all right, I'm gonna get to cooking. I got me a nice old steak I'm gonna cook. All right, some of you guys that watch some of my subscription boxes might recognize this. Get it to where I can show you. It is got this in one of the Alpaca boxes. It is a kind of a multi-functional utility, small little thing. One side's camo, one side's orange. Makes it really nice, handy. If you ever gotta sit down, kneel, want to keep dry, it's just a really convenient piece of thing. I like to use it for just like what I'm gonna be doing right now, cooking. But try and get all these coals right then. Setting everything I need down on it, so I'm not getting everything filthy, and try to minimize the amount of dirt I'm going to be eating. When you're camping, you can't get away from it, but you end up eating a little bit of it. But right, we are going to go ahead and use Pathfinder skillet. Get that good and hot here. Now, another item you guys might recognize. Battle box flask. No, there is no alcohol in this, but what there is, what I like to use it for is my cooking oil. Works really good for holding cooking oil in. But be careful. I'm not too crazy about the lid on that flask. It's plastic. The whole flask is metal, but that lid is just junk. That, like I said, it's one of them things you got to be careful with. That's for sure. Let me get this on there and get it warm. Get it. It'll take a little bit to get warm, I think. But all right. We'll throw in. I'm gonna start off coffee down here so it keeps warm on my hot rock. But I brought a couple things with me. There we go. I want to get this in there and get it cooking. A couple pieces of bacon. Give me some good bacon grease in there. We'll get her all fried up. Get her fried up real good, and then we'll start on the next. There we go. That way I'm not flopping it. Shouldn't take long to heat up here. Coals are pretty warm, so direct it underneath there a little bit more. Alright, got a nice little steak. And I brought some seasoning to put on it. If I can remember which one it is. Now, it's a good chance that seasoning ain't gonna come out of there. I might have to dump it. Ain't nothing special seasoning. It's one of my favorite little mixes for meat. But try and get this where I'm not getting all of them to come out. There we go. Like I said, it's one of my favorite little mixes. Ooh, maybe not that favorite. It don't matter. It'll come out good. Matter of fact, might go ahead. Got that seasoned, so that's going. Set this down here for right now. I think I'm gonna throw this down here like this. Trying to get this going here. While that's going, I'm going to try and get. Okay, that's starting to sizzle pretty good. Try and get a little bit of a sear. Yeah, see what's cooking. Get my stick. There we go. And let's get this layer down just about right. I'll start getting that sear on that. So we'll have some steak and bacon. It don't get no better than that. It really don't get no better than that. But as you can see, that little pot here, that's a handy little thing to have. It really helps. It really makes a big difference. There ain't no doubt about it. Just wish it wasn't so freaking heavy. That's That's what really sucks. The thing is so stinking heavy. I mean, it's rebar. It's just rebar that's been, yeah, it does sound close. Thought I heard a critter. Like I said, it's rebar that's been blacksmith. Is that even a word? Blacksmith? Metalwork? It's, I don't know about you guys, but I like my bacon a little crispy. Like it rendered and crispy. I gotta lower this down a little bit more than what it is. Get it right down in there. If I can. Nice difference. But yeah, what an epic fail. I've really been having a rough go with equipment here lately. It's just live and learn, you know. That's all we can do is keep moving forward, you know. That's all we can do. Can't do anything else. Does no good to cry and whine and complain. All we can really do is adapt and move forward. I mean, really, ain't got no other options except cry. And I'm cook it on the grill until I get a really good, nice sear on it. And then I'm going to finish it off in the pan with the bacon grease. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but sounds good. Sounds good to me. Hopefully I'm searing in the juices, giving it a nice smoky flavor, along with the seasoning I got in there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm freaking starving. I waited as long as I freaking possibly could. I uploading all them videos took freaking forever. I mean, it really did take forever. That was a nightmare. I mean, if everything would have been alright, no big deal, I would have had camera B. But in the classical words of another fellow YouTuber that I watch and enjoy, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. How about that bacon? Does that look good or what? Nice and crispy. Yum. I'll go ahead. Let my steak keep on searing a little bit, cooking. And then I can eat this while I wait here. Nice little snack. So good. Sorry guys. That is so good. I can't explain how good that is. Probably because I'm starving. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the skillet lid as a plate. Because I brought everything, including the kitchen sink, except for a plate. But I let it sit and rest for a little bit in the bacon grease. Look at that. Does that not look good? It smells fantastic. I'd be highly surprised I ain't got every coyote and 3 square mile trying to get a piece of this. But don't mind me guys, but I am going to stuff my face. I don't know if you guys just heard me or heard my stomach or not, but it just growled. Cut like butter. Like butter. How is it? Oh yeah. It's done. Yeah, that's good. That turned out good. I can't complain. Good flavor. Yeah. Turned out real good. A little more done than I like, but that's probably because I put it in the skillet and closed the lid, so that probably kept it cooking. I like a good medium rare steak myself. But it's still nice and soft, tender and juicy. I really can't complain. Right about now, the coyote turd tastes good though. I'm starved. Alright guys, I'm going to finish eating. I'll catch up with you here after I'm done. Well, the fire's finally petering out a little bit. We're down to just coals. It is so quiet. There's no wind whatsoever. I don't know if you can tell by the smoke coming up, but it is officially below 30 degrees. I don't know if you see my breath or not. It is freaking cold. Not too bad beside the fire, and like I said, I'm dressed good enough. The only thing that's a little chilly on me is my feet, and I should be able to take care of that whenever, I change socks out and get in a sleeping bag. It is after midnight though, so I think I'm going to be calling it a night here. That steak, oh man, that was good. I don't think it was just because I was hungry. If you've never had a steak cooked over a wood fire, not coals from brisket, from like Kingsford coals or anything, charcoal, I guess you could say, but actual wood fire coals and wood fire, you don't know what you're missing. That in itself is worth coming out and doing, just for the experience, the taste, and everything, because nothing beats it. There's something about the flavor that when you cook something over the fire like that, it just, it makes it pop. I don't know what it is. You can't get, you go to a restaurant and you can't get that same flavor. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a meat eater. I like a lot of steaks. I've been to pretty much every steakhouse I can think of, and you cannot get that flavor. I'm not going to worry about putting the tarp down, at least the edge. There's no wind whatsoever. I don't think it's really going to do much help keeping any heat in. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I really don't think I need to do it. And I'm actually really, I've used this for the last year or two, and I'm particularly happy. You can't really tell because of the light and everything, but I love this light. This light is phenomenal. It's on low right now. And low gives you just, I think that's high. No, that's high. I mean, you can see it even over that light and everything. But solar powered. I mean, this thing's great. You know, while I was uploading and recharging and all that crap, had the opportunity really to admire just how good of a job this thing does. And I don't even know the brand of it, to be honest with you. I can't remember if I got it in a box or I had an orange one. This is by Hybrid Light. I love this light. I had another one I used years ago, not years ago, but before this one. It was an orange one, and it didn't have this scrunchy part. It was more of a spring-loaded kind of cloth material. And what sucked about it is it constantly, if you just slightly twist it, it would fall. It was like one of them old gag gifts of the Peanuts where the snake go flying out. It just seemed like it was a pain in the butt. And by them doing this with the plastic, oh, that's nice. Like I said, you can use it as a regular flashlight, or you can use it as a lantern. And I mean, rechargeable by the sun. It wasn't even sunny today. I hung it up right on the edge of the tarp there. It charged. It, like I said, hang it up there and it'd be charged, ready to go for tomorrow night. I am curious though. I am going to try something. I've had it on for, last couple hours on low. I'm probably going to hang it up in there on my ridgeline to my hammock just to see what happens. I'm curious, how long on low, if it'll last all night or not. So, actually, probably going to do that right now. But, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and change out for bed, and I'll catch back up with you once I get in there. All right, guys. I'm all wrapped up. I'm all tucked in. Not bad. Changed out my socks in my bag. Not feeling too bad. So I guess we'll see what tonight brings. And good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun just come up. But I gotta go to the bathroom. But I made it. I'm actually stayed pretty warm. I mean, I'm actually kind of really shocked. That went better than what I thought it would. It really shocked. I don't know what else to say. I didn't get cold at all. The only thing I can complain about right now is I got a really dry mouth. And that's about it. So I must have did a lot of snoring last night, or breathing out of my mouth maybe. Alright, so I'll get right back with you here. Let me get up. Yeah. See you in a minute. Alright, so fire is completely out. And I'm really not going to worry too much about making another fire. Because honestly, I'm going to probably get some breakfast and red up and then pack everything up and head out. But I really don't want to deal with I don't have enough water to really douse out this fire. But to give it anybody any kind of idea, how cold it got last night. I don't know if you can see in there or not. See the ice? It's pretty much almost frozen. It's cold. Oh man, it's real cold. Ooh. But we pretty much had planned on doing. Now hopefully it ain't so cold to the point that it's too cold for the burner to work. I don't think so. I think we're okay. I might have to heat it up a little bit. Hope not, but it's pretty cold. I mean, it's still only 30 degrees. But got here is I've had this burner for years, and it is still one of my favorite burners. It's a Primus Action Sport. I mean, I love this burner. It's not small. It's not class 4 lightweight like they make them all the newer ones. And I have a couple other burners, but I don't know. I guess there's just a little bit of a nostalgic. I don't know. I've had it for so many years. Like, I've probably had this burner over 20 years. So hopefully it's not too cold for the fuel. There we go. She's a burning. I do have some tea bags in with my coffee. I just store them together. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. But it's the way I've always kept. In case I want something different, some tea or something. But this morning I want some coffee. Get this on, get it going. I'll get our coffee going, then I'll get some water going on. I do believe I'm going to be eating some oatmeal. You hear that? It didn't take long at all. That's one thing nice about gas burners. They don't take long for them to work effectively. Quickly and effectively. It's just crazy to think how the weather's been lately, and that it got that cold last night. Because honestly, we've had days here, it's pushing 70 degrees the last couple days. I mean, maybe not the last couple days, but this prior week. I actually thought it was supposed to get up to 60 today. I am so glad that it ain't luck. I prepared ahead of time, I planned ahead, for worst case scenario. And I'm so glad I did that, If it wouldn't have been for that, I've been in trouble. Honestly, what I did last night, I highly, highly recommend unless you're an experienced outdoorsman, don't do that. That was actually dangerous. Um, they they got down to, I think, 26 last night, and if you're not ready for it, you're not dressed for it, and you're in a situation you can't get out of, you're gonna get hurt. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're gonna be in trouble. I mean, we can try and joke around about it all we want, and everything, but honestly, last night could have gotten stupidly dangerous. But that freaking, I'm gonna have to message one tigress and find out why. Yes, everything's covered. And message him and find out why in the world they discontinued that underquilt. I mean, I was actually blown away by it. I cannot believe how well that did. I mean, we were below the rating of that substantially. I mean, we were below the rating of what it should be able to handle, and it did phenomenal. I mean, I know I was dressed, I did have my coat on, I had layers underneath, I had thermals on, but in all honesty, I should have gotten cold last night, and I didn't get cold. Like I said, the only thing that might have got a little bit cold on me was my face. And even then, that wasn't that bad. With how that hammock came up around me, was down, nestled into it, was no wind. And I really do believe the theory that, the bug net actually does retain a little bit of heat. I mean, it sounds crazy to think it, but yeah, I gotta agree with that theory that it probably ain't much, but no, I don't know. Ooh, that's hot. Boil going on. Oh man, you can smell the apple and cinnamon, that's for sure. It just exploded that with smell. Put it in here. Bring that back up to a little bit of a boil. Alright. Oh, there's crap on there. Turn the burner off. Let it sit for a little while. Alright, I'm going to let that sit for a little while. That's cooking. I think I'm going to, while that's rehydrating, I guess you could say, I'm going to sit back, relax, drink my morning cup of coffee, and do my journal entry. So, get back with you guys here soon. That wraps that up. It's warm. I don't think it's that hot. Sun's finally coming out. Yay! Because we're actually starting to get a layer of snow. Not bad. It's pretty good. Look at this. Let's give you an idea. That all happened within the last, I don't know, might as well say an hour. Kind of blew me away. I cannot believe we got that much. All right, guys. I think that's going to pretty much wrap up this adventure. I got a little bit of a hike to get out of here. I got a little bit of a drive to get out of here, and I got a lot of cleaning up to do and packing up to do. And it's not getting any warmer. It's still kind of breezy and chilly, and wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Still little flurries floating around in the air. I don't know if you can see them or not, but yeah. But also, again, sorry about the missing footage yesterday. When I say hours were lost last night, I would say probably 5 to 6 hours were lost last night. It wasn't lost, it's just I couldn't capture it, you know? Nothing I could do about it. The only thing I can do is learn from it, make adjustments, and move forward. And that's the way you should look at every little difficulty in life. Make adjustments, move forward. That's all you can do. So, I have a couple other videos that I need to shoot before I get out of here, but as far as that goes, that wraps up this adventure. Look forward, guys, to an upload every week from here on out. We're definitely going to try and stick to that upload schedule, one a week. So, and I'm not 100% sure. I think right now we're going to stick with Wednesdays. I think every Wednesday will be our upload day. Until I see the analytics come back of when videos are being watched. Yeah, I will, whatever day they're being watched the most, that's when I'm going to start posting it, just for convenience of everybody that's a viewer and everything. So we'll see. But yeah, look forward to that. We'll be a lot more gear test videos, review videos, and at least an overnight adventure every month. So look forward to that. From here on out, we're taking the channel to the next level. Hopefully filmed. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't hit that bell so you get notifications when a new video comes out. Until next time, we'll catch you later.